Hey y'all, I'm sorry. My bad, I'm late to my own live. Hey Nikki, hey Laura, hey Teddy. Okay. Thank y'all for coming in. If you can make sure that you hit the like button for me. Thank you so much. Now, hey Sonya. Well y'all, I'm just coming in. Some things that I just wanted to kind of like share with you guys. So I'm not gonna be here long, maybe like an hour. I doubt if I go over any more than an hour. Hey, take you. So I just wanted to come in and kind of share my thoughts on some stuff. I know everybody's talking about the coronavirus. I feel like for some reason I feel like the name ought to be something else. Corona always throws me off because I always think about, of course, I think about the beer. So anyone else buffering? Laura says she's buffering. Anyone else buffering? Let me know. It don't seem to be buffering on my end. Okay, so just okay. Laura, you may have to go out and come back in. Well, anyway, I'm trying to give some more people a chance to come in before I get started. Yeah, I've been doing okay. That's crazy. Teddy says, yeah, the beer sales actually went up. That's crazy. Because of the name of the doggone virus. That's crazy. Um, I know Laura and Sonya are in. Well, Laura's in Alabama. Sonya's in Florida. Teddy, where are you? Take you. Nikki, where are you guys located? Is it affecting y'all? Have y'all been shut down or anything? Now, Teddy, my mom went to a few stores today, and a couple of stores that she went into, the cashiers actually had gloves on. So, I mean, you may want to talk to your manager or whomever and see what they say about, how they feel about you wearing gloves. Because, I mean, if someone sees you wearing gloves, I'm pretty sure they'll understand. Oh, wait a minute, Laura. Laura says a guy at our local GNC said he had a customer come in that tested positive for coronavirus, but not this new one. Oh, wait a minute. Teddy said there are 95 cases out there. Wow. Takey says she's in San Diego. Nikki says she's in Maryland. Nikki says schools are closing for 2 weeks in DC, Maryland, Virginia, state of emergency. Now, see, my thing about them closing the schools for 2 weeks, I know that's supposed to be the what is it, the quarantine time. But my thing is, what if they don't get it? They don't have it now, and they get it at the end of that 2 weeks. And so then after 2 weeks are over, they come back and now they still have it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the 2 weeks really, I get that's the quarantine time, but it's not like it's going to help anything unless it's going to give them an opportunity to get more tests. Well, I think they don't want to, Teddy, but I think if it gets out of control, out of hand, I believe that they may try to shut down some stuff. But New York City, it's just too many people. You know what I'm saying? So to be honest, people are always out probably because they need space. You know what I'm saying? So we're really like I said, I was trying to wait on some more people to come in before I went on to my next thing. I know we have 9 people that's in the chat, so those 9. If you can, just make sure You hit the like button for me. Hey, Pamela, thank you for coming in. Animal lover, I don't know. I actually haven't heard anything about whether or not they're closing or not. I haven't heard anything at all. Hey, Auntie. So Auntie turn up. Oh, oh, okay. So she said it's the Riri tree. I mean, the Riri tree. I was about to say, who is Auntie Turn Up? You changed your name on me, or is this a different account? Right now, Tanira, we're just really talking about some of the stuff that's happening within different states and everyone's area with the coronavirus. You know, the schools that have shut down, um, whether or not they're closing down altogether. Hey, B Charmer, thank you for coming in. But what I really I had some things that I wanted to talk to us about as far as like really some preventive stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't right now, as far as we know, none of us have it. Um, and the only thing we can do right now is try to be as proactive as possible with making sure we build up our immune systems. Um, doing everything that we can to make sure that if we do come in contact with someone who has it, that our immune system is set up to where we either don't catch it or it doesn't affect us as much. Now Pamela said they're shutting down University of, I guess you're in Maryland, I'm not sure, U of M, in all classes. I understand a lot of colleges getting closed down, and they are. Um, Auntie Turnup said, I'm in Columbus, Ohio, and they closed schools today for the next 3 weeks. Laura says, my husband's work said they were shut down for 13 days with pay. And I was telling my mom today for her to go ahead and ask her supervisor because her job doesn't provide paid time off. And they don't have like medical leave. It's like a family owned business. So I'm like, you need to talk to him and find out what his plans are for y'all. Because I would hate for something to happen and then you don't know which way you're going. You don't know if you need to save money because you don't know if he's going to pay you or not. Hey, Riri, you don't know if he's going to close it down for a month or a couple of weeks or what his plans are. So you definitely want to make sure that you're asking him what his plans are. What is he going to do? Hey, Bambi. So, and that goes for everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what your job's plans are, what their rules are, or whatever, if you haven't had a meeting yet, go ahead and ask your boss, ask your manager. You know what I'm saying? Send an email, call human resources. They'll tell you. You need to know because you have families, you have a life. You need to know what you need to do to be well prepared. You know what I'm saying? No one wants to be blindsided. I mean, we're blindsided enough with this. So my thing is, go ahead and find out as much as possible, y'all. Yeah, so yeah, Teddy. Yeah, so I mean, don't be afraid to ask. Definitely go back and ask. You know what I'm saying? Just hey, let me know what's up. What are your plans? Because even if your manager doesn't know, by you asking, that can trigger them to either come up with a plan or reach up to higher management and find out what you guys need to do. So one thing that we had talked about earlier in Bambi's live, and I think everyone has been talking about this, is wash your hands and wash your hands properly. You know, make sure your hands are sudsing up. Do not put your hands on the soap. And as soon as you put the soap in your hand, you stick your hand right under the water. You washing the damn soap off. Like, what the hell is the point of you putting soap on your hand if you just gonna wash the whole clump of soap, the whole lump of soap right off? If you're using bar soap, make sure that you're lathering up and rinsing that bar of soap off because that bar of soap can carry germs. But make sure you're lathering up, getting clean up under your nails. whether you see something under your nails or not. Remember, everything isn't visible to the naked eye. So make sure that you're cleaning those nails out. Pamela said this whole thing is scary. We have 9 confirmed cases here in Minnesota. All 9 cases were older people coming from Europe or coming back from cruises. Riri says my daughter's teacher was in Florida all last week. Pretty sure she flew. I called the superintendent like, should we be concerned? I mean, I don't think, to be honest, I understand you're being concerned. I don't think you should panic like because she went on a trip that you need to call and be like, hey, lady, where you going? You've been on a trip. I don't think that's necessary like that, but I do think that you should be use precaution. You know what I'm saying? Your daughter can sneeze and somebody be ready to vote, have a vote about whether or not she should come back to class. And I don't think that's right because there are so many other things that are out there. And, true enough, the coronavirus is out there and we want to be safe, but we, don't panic and don't, I think to me to start pointing fingers at people like that is a little bit, it can be offensive. I know you want to be, you want to be safe and all that stuff, but until this person actually takes a test, that superintendent can't tell you anything. And so let's see. I'm gonna go back up and and that's why I said, I think Tanira said that the bar of soap is nasty, and I agree, it is. That's why I said that um, you have to rinse them off before you use them, and rinse them off after you use them. Now, some other things that I was gonna say is make sure you're washing like don't just wash your hands, wash your wrists, wash your arms, especially if you're walking around with short sleeves. Wash up your arm because there are so many times, we forget to get something off of our arms. You can be eating sometimes and some sauce or something waste on your arm, and you probably don't even realize it can be on the underside of your arm where you don't look at all the time or don't see all the time. So wash your arms because just like germs can, little food can be there, germs can be there as well. Um, we're always resting our arms on something, and those surfaces are always nasty. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Mukbang, she was in Riri's live earlier, and she was just like, forget the 20-second rule, do 60 seconds. Hey, S. Collins, I don't think I spoke. Hey, hon, thank you for coming in. Tanira says, no, the way you handle a bar of soap is when you see one, throw it the hell away and get you some liquid soap. Well, Tanira, I mean, if you at someone else's house, then you can't throw away their soap. But I feel you. That's why I don't. I think I said this. I don't know. I'm always talking in somebody's live. This probably was Candace's live, but I told them, if you have bar of soap, don't use that for your soap around the sink where you're washing your hands. Get liquid soap. Hey, Ray, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate you coming in today. So kind of moving on from that, not only do we want to make sure we're washing our hands, but make sure you're properly cleaning your food. Hey, Ariel. So when I say cleaning your food, making sure you're washing it. I know they have food like a cleaner where you can clean your vegetables and fruit. So make sure you're using those products. Make sure you're wiping off jars. You're cleaning cans or boxes, whatever. When you come in the door with bags, don't put your bags on the counters or on your kitchen tables and stuff. Put that stuff on the floor, and then as you take it out the bag, wipe that stuff off. Animal Lover says, I Lysol the heck out of my house today. My husband works with the public. Right. And with that being said, Animal Lover, I recommend when you come home from work, go ahead and take your clothes off. I recommend taking multiple baths a day. If you don't already do that already, you take a bath in the morning, you want to take a bath when you get home from work. And I recommend probably taking another bath again before you get in the bed. Also, when you go go in your living room, when you get ready to sit around and all that stuff, spray that stuff down. If you don't want it to be, if you don't want it to be, a lot of fumes as soon as you sit down, go ahead and spray it. Go in the, your bedroom or wherever else you need to go, back in the kitchen, get your food or whatever, and give that a chance to settle, and then go back. And so Tanira says, do you use a bar, the bar when you at someone's house? I never use, because you never know what they did with the soap. They could, yeah. Well, I understand that's in there. But that's why it's also good to have your own bag. I know some of y'all probably don't do this, but my mama started me with this when I was younger. I always having like a little bag with the bar soap, a washcloth, toothbrush, and toothpaste, and deodorant. If you can't do the bar soap and the washcloth, hand sanitizer, and wipes. So as Colin says, use microban if y'all can find it. So let's see. Let me read some more of these comments. Teddy says my fiance is a bus matron. She has to have hand sanitizer. And now one thing that the CDC did say is that with the hand sanitizer, make sure that it's alcohol based. Not all hand sanitizer is alcohol based. So make sure y'all are looking at that. I am gonna in a few moments. I'm gonna drop some links in the chat for you guys, because I know everyone has concerns, everyone has questions. You know what I'm saying? And so I know Tanira, I know earlier you kept asking about the children and how they would be affected. So what I did do was I went and I looked up some information about the way this affects kids. And what I'm going to do, give me 1 second. What I'm going to try and do real quick for you, Tanira, is drop the link, but I am going to read it to you guys. But I do want to provide y'all with the link. And this is directly from the CDC and what they said about children. Because I know everyone was saying that's the link right there directly to the CDC and what they had to say about the children. Now, one thing that they said is that based on available evidence, children do not appear to be at higher risk for the corona or the COVID-19. I'm just call it coronavirus, than adults, while some children and infants have been sick with the virus, adults make up most of the known cases to date. You can learn more, and then they got like a little link for a risk assessment. Now it asks, how can you protect your child from this infection? And it says, of course, clean hands often, using soap and water or alcohol-based sanitizer. Avoid people who are sick, coughing and sneezing. Clean and disinfect high-touch surfaces daily in the household. Common areas like tables, hardback chairs, doorknobs, light switches, remotes, candles, desks, toilet sinks, things like that. It also says basically what I was going to tell y'all too. When it comes down to your laundry and stuff, make sure when you're taking your clothes and stuff off that you're not just throwing them around the house, because are your clothes carry germs, and they carry all kind of germs, not just coronavirus. It could be anything. Don't forget that other viruses and stuff are there, and they can affect you just as much. Hey, Tanya, thank you for coming in. So those other viruses can affect you just as much. And y'all, if you haven't already done so, please hit the like button for me. I really would appreciate that. Right, Nikki, you can make it using make your own sanitizer with the alcohol and aloe vera. Now, Pamela, so what I do want to do is kind of make sure we do stay on topic with us and what we can do to help ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So one thing that I did want to talk to y'all about is some things that we can do to kind of boosts our immune system and to kind of fight off and prevent infections. Now, I don't know if a lot of you guys are aware, but you can use like turmeric. Turmeric is something that is really, really good as far as, um, to be honest, y'all. Let me see if I have any information on this in my phone. Because I like with turmeric, turmeric is good for a lot of different things. It's good for it's anti-allergy, anti-cancer, antifungal. It's anti-inflammatory. It's antiviral. It heals wounds. It helps controls blood sugar. It's an immunity booster. Improves digestion. Um, it improves memory, tooth decay, Alzheimer's disease. Well, it prevents Alzheimer's disease. It reduces arthritis symptoms. It reduces heart disease. It reduces symptoms of depression, helps with aging, promotes a longer lifespan. It's a natural painkiller and protects lungs. So this is a lot of information. You know, a lot of people don't know that you can use turmeric for that. And you can make turmeric tea. You can mix it with milk. You can make, lemonade with it. You can take it as supplements. You can literally go and buy you some, go to like the GNC store or a natural food store, and you can buy turmeric and you can take it. Yeah, black seed oil is very good, but there are different ways that you can use. There's also another doctor. Give me a second. I'm going to drop her link too. You can find her on YouTube. She actually talks about. Um, Hold on, let me see. If I can find it real quick. She talks about a different type of tea that you can use, making this tea using pomegranate skin. Hey, TT, thank you for coming in. Hey, Gucci, I think I saw you. I don't know if I spoke or not. Hey, Destiny. But with the pomegranate skin, you peel the skin off of it. You boil it in about you boil it in about 2 cups of water until you get about a quarter cup, and you drink it. But I'm gonna drop her link in the chat so that y'all can go and listen to that, because she also gives another tea. And what this does, this tea that I'm talking about, is antiviral. So this will help you fight off. This will help you fight off the flu. It'll help you fight off anything that's viral. Now, is Riri still in the chat? Riri, are you in the chat? If you can, let me know. But yes, Tanira, um, you can find it in the GNC. You can also order it offline on Amazon. And what I'll do is later I'll come back and provide you guys with some more links. So it's a lot of stuff that you guys can use. And so I just dropped the link in the chat. Like I said, that's a doctor who actually talks about it a little bit more in detail with how you can use, like I said, the pomegranate skin, because I didn't know that about pomegranate skin, that it can be used for antiviral stuff. Excuse me, y'all. Okay, now y'all know I always talk about essential oils. And so essential oils, can be, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have heard how they can be good for so many things health wise. Antibacterial, they're antiviral, they can help with relaxation. Um, what's going on in the chat? Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Tom Hanks and his wife announced on Instagram yesterday that they both contracted. I don't hate to say it like that, but they both have tested positive for corona. They announced it on Instagram. He did, and then his wife came behind him, and she made an announcement as well. But this is my first time hearing about Hearing about Celine. Yeah, so um now with the essential oils, um like I was saying, they can help with a lot of stuff. They're definitely immune boosters and pain. They're good for pain relief. Hey, Candy, thank you for coming in. Now, the thing about essential oils and being antiviral is that I know some researchers have found that essential oils basically um, they kind of inactivate viruses. They kind of do it in two ways. One way that they do it is to um, basically stop it from multiplying, and it stops it from being able to attach itself or fuse, as they say, to the host or fuse to the cells. And so, just to kind of go over that and say that again, antiviral essential oils basically stops viruses two ways, one of two ways, if not both. They stop it from multiplying, once it enters your system, and it inhibits their ability to attach itself to you. And so that's one thing that the virus does with the children. When I was listening to the doctor talk about it, she was saying that the virus has a hard time attaching itself to has a hard time attaching itself to the lungs of children. So that's why it doesn't affect them the same way. But no, Tanera, I've never heard of that kombucha. Unless it goes by a different name. Now that's something different. TT says, Tanera, they will change your life because you can use rosemary and lavender to calm down Lord knows. Okay. TT says tea tree oil is a good oil. Yeah. And I'm actually getting ready to kind of go over that a little bit now. But like I said, that's kind of how those oils work. Now if I can find my phone. Now there is a list of oils. Let's see. Now, some good oils that you guys can use that are like the best antibacterial, not antibacterial, but antiviral essential oils would be like TC said, the tea tree oil. You have eucalyptus, lemon, pine oil, peppermint oil is a really great oil. Um, oh, thank you for coming in, Pam. See you later. You have peppermint oil, cinnamon, lavender, clove, thyme, and oregano. Now, when you're using these essential oils, I know a lot of people don't know really how to use them, um, but you can use them basically as like aromatherapy type thing. So you can buy a diffuser, put a few drops in a diffuser, and when you inhale it, it gets into your system. It attaches itself once it gets into your system, and it works that way. You can also use it topically. So get you a good blend of oils, because the more oils that you use that you blend together, the stronger that it'll be. You want to be able to use multiple oils, because what that does is one oil may be strong against one type of virus, but it may not work as much on another type. So you get these oils and you get them together. The more you have, the stronger it is, and the broader the spectrum of things that they can combat together. But when you're applying it to your skin, you want to um, make sure that you always have some type of um, some type of carrier oil. You know what I'm saying? So carrier oils can be anything from olive oil, almond, grapeseed oil, avocado oil, jojoba. Most of us carry some type of coconut oil. Castor oil is one of my favorites. Black seed oil. That you have moringa oil and apricot. But yes, peppermint oil is a good oil, but it's good for a lot of things. Um, but like I said before, some of those are just the ones that I know to be good for antiviral stuff. Now, if you're not big on putting the oils like rubbing it on your skin and stuff like that, you can also go to Amazon, and on Amazon they have, hey, Mr. Wise, thank you for coming in. But you can also go on Amazon and get these little bracelets. And the bracelets that they have, actually they have bracelets, they have necklaces, they even have some earrings that you can use. And what you do is you get your essential oils and you put them on these beads, and these beads will actually absorb the oils. And what it'll do is you can walk around all day and you can still inhale those oils. Lord, Tanira. Tanira, did you hear anything I said? She said she was about to drink it. Okay, I'm trying to see what y'all were talking about in the chat because I guess I was too busy talking. I didn't miss some of it. I'm trying to play catch up, y'all. Okay, but yeah, so yeah, those bracelets are actually online. Like I said, you can actually get them online at Amazon, and so that is definitely some great ways to kind of help boost your immune system and kind of protect yourself from things that are out there. So the only other thing that I can recommend that y'all do is just continue to keep your ears to the ground, and don't be afraid. Again, I keep stressing this. People keep saying you know that they're, hey, Amir, thank you for coming in. Hey, Cassie, thank you for coming in, y'all. So, and I know a lot of people have been saying, the news is scary. They're not telling us everything. You guys, if you listen, there is a lot of information being given. They can't tell us everything because they can only tell us one or two things at a time. They can't, there's no way they can give us all of the information. It'll be information overload. We'll be bound to miss something. Yes, Nira, what I had said before, what I said earlier is that with the essential oil bracelets, okay, so with the essential oils, I was saying that you use like an oil diffuser to inhale it. You can also rub it on your skin with a carrier oil. And I did give a list of carrier oils like olive oil, canola, not canola, Lord, olive oil, coconut oil, black seed oil, grape seed oil, avocado, Oregon jojoba oil. Those are a few oils that can be used. Hey, Queen. Hey, Lady Red. Thank y'all for coming in. Hey, Chelino. Thank y'all for coming in. And please, if you can, hit the like button for me. Now, another thing I was going to tell y'all, for those of you who want to inhale it, but you don't want to buy the diffuser or you don't have one, something else that you can do is if you take a bath, you can put a few drops in your bath water. You can also, if you're taking showers, you can get like a cup or a bowl and put some hot water in it, just a little water, and put a few drops in that water. And as you take and put it in the shower with you, or put it in the bathroom all together. And what'll happen, I recommend putting it in the shower with you. And what'll happen is the steam from your shower will work almost like a diffuser, and those fumes will come up. Especially if you're congested or if you're sick, you have a sick child or something. That steam will definitely help. Also, a cup of water, a hot boiling water or a bowl, and some boiling water. Put you a few drops in it, and you can also do it that way. Hold your face over that bowl, and inhale those fumes. Take some few deep breaths. So that's another way, to kind of handle that. So there are definitely multiple ways. But then, let me go back to the beads. So like with the beads, you just buy it, and you get your essential oils, and you just put a few drops on your beads, and those beads will, those fumes will still be around. You'll still smell it all day, and as you inhale that, that'll actually help. Thank you, TT. I appreciate that. So let's see. What you say, Tanya? But I catch the flu sometimes. I get pneumonia, but I told the doctor how I feel, and all she kept saying, "You feel like this?" I said, "No, no, no." So, Tanya, are you saying that? Do you have some type of other illness like asthma or some other chronic disease or something that you suffer from going to the doctor because you think you have the flu or you're experiencing symptoms? I don't know if I missed a comment or not. So I just wanted to make sure. Yes, Tanya said she went to the doctor today, and everyone is in there fearful of the virus, and that's my thing. Um, you can't be fearful of it. Don't be afraid of it. Like Nikki says, be prepared. Hey, C Stacks, thank you for coming in. I love you, Cassie. Okay. Well, Tanya, I can definitely understand your concern. And being that you have an issue um with your lungs, all of us who have issues with our lungs, we do need to be more careful. We do need to be more aware. And no, we do not need to be afraid. We just need to be conscious, very conscious of everything. And we also have to remember that, everyone keeps saying, well, I know I'm doing what I have to do. Well, it's just like when you're driving. A lot of times it's not you that you have to worry about, it's other people. So you can do everything that you need to do, and it'll be the person sitting next to you that'll be the cause of destruction or panic or whatever. So make sure you're listening. Listen with the open mind, with the open heart, so you can hear it and receive it. Do not hear one word or two words and go into a panic. Listen to the full report, because 9 times out of 10, when you panic and you hear that first statement and you start asking questions and your mind starts going and you start saying, oh Lord, they just said this. Oh Lord, and you start talking to the person in the room with you. 9 times out of 10, you're going to miss some very crucial information that's probably going to answer the questions that you have or tell you what you need to do to handle the situation that they just mentioned to you. But a lot of times when we're watching it with family members and friends, how often do you sit down in silence and actually listen to it? Everybody, it's always somebody want to talk. It's always somebody want to discuss it. If you want to discuss it, pause it. I recommend pausing it. If you can't pause it, talk after it's over. Make sure you guys are receiving all of this information. Hey, Keely, thank you for coming in. Right now, just for all of you coming in, what I did do was I gave some information on on what we can do to kind of be preventive with the coronavirus or any illness, period. And I also shared a couple of links earlier. I talked about how the coronavirus doesn't really affect children. Okay, Queen, thank you for coming in. You say blessed as well. And I went over a few, ways that essential oils can help. I also talked about turmeric being a great thing that can help with your lungs, it help with antiviral stuff. It's immune system booster. Just some good things that we can use, y'all. So let's see. So Nira said that's why these lives and social media have been really educational. Yeah, I mean that's the best way for us to share information. Because a lot of us we're miles and miles apart, and we have to share what we know. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about it is, you guys are getting information. I'm in Alabama, and as far as they're telling us, we don't really have anything. So you guys, with states where you have cases, or they're sending kids home and all of this, or you have, people being quarantined, you guys have information that we're not getting. So it's very important to share that. Now, CC said Donald Trump plans to allow 2,500 deaths from coronavirus. Then he would shut down everything in the United States for 2 to 4 months. I mean, to be honest with you, see, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they already know that there are going to be more people who are going to, succumb to this. I'm not trying to be one of them because, most of you know who watch my videos, watch my chat. You guys know that I suffer from interstitial lung disease. My lungs are jacked up. They're scarred. So, baby, if Corona getting these, Corona gonna, kick her shoes up. She gonna make her bed and turn on the TV and everything. She gonna make herself right at home because my lungs aren't equipped to fight it. My medication is set up to weaken my immune system because my autoimmune disease fights my lungs. So, y'all, my thing is that's another reason why I wanted to come on here and talk to everybody because so many people are panicking, and because they panic, they aren't doing what they need to do. Um, and the people that aren't panicking, so you have some people that are on the other extreme where they're just like, well, you know what, y'all, I don't really care. I'm just gonna keep living my life. I'm just gonna keep doing what I was doing and this and this and that. And I'm just like, because you weren't washing your hands before. I need you to start washing your hands, ma'am. Hey, cool gent. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. And see, that is sick. She said the sick part is he is allowing 2,500 people, innocent people, to die before he does anything. And that's why it's important, for us to hold our local government um, accountable, hold them accountable, so they can hold, our officials, state officials accountable. Call to the Capitol and call your representatives, call your senators, and fuss about this stuff. You have the right to do that. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to these people and be like, hey, y'all need to do something. They're the ones who are supposed to be speaking up for us. So we have to fight back the best way that we can. And that's why I said again, let's listen to this information because truth be told, the White House isn't providing a lot of information because they don't want to. But the news, they are providing. There is a lot of information available. There's a lot of information available on YouTube. There is a lot of information available through Google. We just have to do the research ourselves. Sometimes we sit and wait for people to give it to us. So we have to be willing to step out and get this information, dig deep, and listen. Cece said, my doctor said this is going to get very bad. It's time to panic. The only thing that will be open is hospitals. And no, see, don't. It's not a time to panic. It's a time to prepare. The word panic is a very dangerous word. Never tell people to panic because people don't know how to handle things when they panic. My mom is. I love her. I love her. I love her. I love her. As long as she calm, she can think through anything. But the moment she panic, it's over with. I be like, Lord Jesus, I can't. I can't allow her to panic. You have to talk to people, inform people, let them know what to do, and keep them calm because they won't hear anything else. And when people panic, they go into survival mode. Thank you, Tanya. When people, panic, they go into survival mode. That's when fights start breaking out in stores. That's when people will, want to. They'll take from your child. They want to start fighting. They'll shoot and kill because they feel like, well, it's your life versus mine. And if it comes down to, it, it's gonna be you. It ain't gonna be me, and all this stuff. So we have to be prepared. And Cassie says, with preparation comes a system and multiple micro solutions. That's true. That is definitely true. And so Mr. Wise says he would tell you not to panic. Right. See, yes, it is time to pray and take precautions. Absolutely. Okay, TT, what information are you looking for? What's that? What's that song are you guys talking about? Let me go back up because I don't know what you guys talking about. TT says, like I said earlier, on Bambi's Live, schools in New Jersey have closed, but they have classes open for free teachings, right? For free teachings and to educate about the virus, right? Yeah, so y'all, don't get caught up in this whole thing about um now hold on. Now be careful with the essential oils. Make sure that you're getting quality oils because not all companies provide quality oils, y'all. So make sure you're checking the ingredients on these oils. Make sure you're checking any reviews for them because you can be inhaling a bunch of chemicals and it's not and it doesn't give you anything, any benefits or whatever. So make sure you guys are, picking up, good products. I know sometimes the prices on oils can be expensive on some of them. So I know if some of them may be a cheaper price, but sometimes you get what you pay for. Now, C-Stacks is putting a lot of good information in here as far as like vitamin C, elderberry. That's great. So, and like I said, don't forget earlier, for some of you guys who missed it, I talked about um, I talked about using turmeric. So definitely, look into those things. And thank you, TT, for telling her the name of that. But did anyone else have any questions or any other comments about this stuff? Yeah, because like I said, this was only going to be a short live. I just wanted to give you guys some of this information that I had. But I am going to go back in here again and try and drop this link, a few of these links. This link that I just dropped is to the doctor that I told you guys about, who talked about the benefits of the pomegranate tea that you can drink to help fight off antiviral, antiviral tea to help you fight off viruses, including, the flu and other things like that. Hey, Adrian, thank you for coming in. Really, see? I mean, really, Cassie? Now, Adrian, I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. Probably another 10 minutes, but definitely, roll it back. Okay, S Collins, definitely do so. That'll be fine. I appreciate it. Right, see. So like C just said, mixing honey, orange juice, and turmeric as a paste and take it every morning and night. I don't know if Tanira is still in here, but I know she wanted to know some ways to take turmeric, and that's definitely a way to do it. So y'all, make sure that you're sharing information with your family and friends. Make sure, um, make sure that you guys are um you're staying informed. They're constantly updating it. So don't forget that, don't forget. And C Stacks, we actually said that earlier. So yeah, thank you for putting that in the chat again, because we do need to say it again for those who weren't in the chat earlier. So like C Stacks is placing in the chat again. Aloe and 91% alcohol um, can help. That actually works as a hand sanitizer, and soap and water. Wash it now. C-Stacks, you're saying 30 seconds. My recommendation has been washing the hands for 60 seconds or a minute. That way you can clean your nails. Make sure your hands lather up. And I've been known to wash my hands and then wash my hands again. Also, if you can, avoid touching cash, because cash money has always been nasty. I also recommend taking multiple baths. Take a bath in the morning. Take a bath when you get home from work. Immediately take those clothes off once you've been out and about. Hey, 4Gen Z, thank y'all for coming in. Hey, Miss Terrell, thank you for coming in. But yeah, make sure you guys are taking multiple baths. I know we don't want to. I know sometimes we're tired, but I'd rather you be, safe than sorry. Because I'm gonna tell you now, you get these viral infections, you get sick. This stuff will tire you out. I'd rather you be tired, because you went to work, than being tired because your body is working hard trying to fight off a disease or fight off a virus. So y'all make sure y'all are listening. Listen, y'all. I'm just gonna get real with y'all right now. I love each and every last one of y'all. And I care about everyone in this chat, everyone that's not in this chat. I care about your families, because this thing affects, if it affects one, it affects us all. And I'm coming here that I know there are other people talking about this. I know this information is all on your TVs. I know it's all, in the stores. You're probably talking about it at work. And I know it may feel like overkill, but we need to start asking questions. We need to start doing what we need to do to make sure that we're prepared for this and everything else. I would hate for this to, someone to be affected because we weren't prepared. So y'all listen to it. Don't be afraid of it. Do not panic. Y'all, please don't panic. Please don't panic. Keep in mind that it's now one thing I want y'all to know. Keep in mind it's allergy season. It's coming. Spring is coming. Pollen is going to be falling everywhere. So when these souls get to sneezing and coughing, look now, don't y'all be and slap somebody because they sneeze and y'all see pollen flying everywhere. That doesn't mean that they have it. We've been sneezing from black pepper, your cologne, perfume, stuff be too strong. Some people still don't dust, so it's dust in the air. So make sure, and Tanira, listen, babe, don't let it give you anxiety. And what I want you to do, the things that give you anxiety about it, write it down. Write those questions down and do the research and find and answer those questions to ease yourself, okay? Because and if you don't find it, you girl, call me. Me and you know, me and you, we can Google together or research together. We'll find out. We'll find out. Well, Mr. Rail, it only affects the older people, and people with pre-existing conditions because our immune systems are weaker and the lungs, it attacks the lungs. And in most cases, older people, their lungs have already been affected. It attaches to the lungs, so they have a harder time fighting it off. Whereas someone who is healthy, they don't have, their body can fight it off. Their immune system can fight it off. So, for instance, like with me, um, 2 years ago, me and my boyfriend both had a cold. He had a cold. His cold lasted him a week. My cold lasted 3 weeks. Do you hear me? We had a simple cold. And the only reason his didn't last a week. It lasted maybe like 4 or 5 days. It wasn't even a full week. But because of my lung condition, mine lasted for 3 weeks. Me using essential oils. Excuse me. No, I do not have corona. I just coughed. It's my lungs. Damn it. But anyway, um, well, I mean, Miss Terrell, the flu, we're already we're already kind of at risk with everyday viruses anyway. So what we have to do is make sure we're more prepared and that we're more cautious, which is another reason I'm doing this live, is because, it doesn't, for instance, I'll use Tenera, for example. This virus, both of us could get it. I rebuke that we're not going to get it. But in another world, if we had the butterflies and the butterflies was corona, the butterflies probably would tickle Tanira, but it wouldn't tickle her as much as it would me. You know what I'm saying? I have to say butterflies because I don't want to speak anything on us. Okay, so excuse me for using butterflies, but because Tanira is healthier and she's in a good age, you know what I'm saying? Her body is more equipped to fight it off than someone who's older, whose immune system is weaker, whose body has been, beaten up a little bit from life and years of living on this earth. So that's the same thing with us. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be careful. And there again, do not panic, y'all. Do not panic. Educate yourself. People perish for a lack of knowledge. And baby, look, listen, I'm here to share. I'm on Instagram. Find me. What we don't know, if I don't know it, I mean, look, it may be something I need to find out. So find me on Instagram. If you have a question, we can look it up together. Hey, Mukbang, thank you for coming in. Yeah, so y'all, I want to thank y'all for coming in here and listening to me. I'm going to stay on here a few more minutes because I'm reaching my hour mark, and I do want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, I get my full hour. But so just to kind of do a recap, your kids are fine. Wash your hands. Take multiple baths. When you get home from work, take off those clothes. Do not throw those dirty clothes all over your house because all you're doing is throwing dirt, fungus, mold, and whatever else you done walk through, pollution you done walk through or been exposed to. You're only throwing it around your house. Do not put those clothes on your bed because you're transferring it from your clothes to your bed. Spray down your sofa and everything with Lysol before you sit on it. Spray it down again once you get up to go to bed. Spray down your bed before you get in it. So, and when it comes down to don't forget the essential oils. I gave y'all a list of them. And even TT, she put them in the chat. Put some in the chat that are antiviral. Remember those oils. You guys can also Google it as well. But those oils help fight viruses 2 different ways. According to researchers, they help stop them from being able to multiply, and they also help stop them from being able to attach themselves to your cells, your cell walls, And in this case, it'll be like the cell walls of your lungs. So with essential oils, you can use a diffuser to inhale them. You can use a carrier oil, mix them with a carrier oil, and rub them on your wrist or chest or throat. It'll absorb in your skin. You'll inhale it, and it'll get into your body, and it'll help fight. So also, like I told you before, you can put it in your bath water. If you take showers, put it in a nice size bowl or a cup with a little hot water in it. Put it in the shower with you, and that steam, when that steam comes up from your shower, you'll get those vapors from the essential oils. Also, again, Amazon has those beads, those necklaces, where you can put the essential oil drops on there, wear it around your neck, so that all day you're inhaling these essential oils. Okay, so that's another way that we got. Remember, these oils can help. Their immune system boosters. They are they're antibacterial, they're antifungal. They help relax you. They're also some of them are pain relievers. Y'all, we got to get this stuff. We got to get it. Make sure you get your carrier oils as well. Black seed oil is good for a lot of things. Even coconut oil is good for infections. So, hey, these things are available to you. They're available to you at your local grocery store. You can get avocado oil. You can get coconut oil. You can get it online in Amazon, or different places. I don't know what the shipping is going to be like with Amazon, with all this stuff, with the imports and all that. But a lot of this stuff you can get from your local GNC store or your health food store. All of this stuff is available. Again, let's go back to turmeric. Turmeric is good for almost everything. Immune system, aging. It's good for your digestive system. It's antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, anti-cancer. It's a good immune system booster. It's good for your lungs. It's good to help prevent heart disease and what is it? Alzheimer's. So y'all, these things are available to us. Mukbang was in here. Mukbang said, wash your hands, your elbows, knees, toes for 60 seconds when you go in there and you wash your hands. I don't care if your nails look clean. Get up under your nails anyway. Get up under your nails anyway. I don't care if it looks clean. I don't care if you think you are a clean person. Clean, clean, clean. I don't care if you just wipe this counter down. Wipe it down again, y'all. When you go grocery shopping, wipe down everything. Do not put this stuff, do not put your orange juice in your refrigerator without wiping it off first. You hear me? Do not put it in your refrigerator without wiping it off first. Because guess what? By the time you leave from the store to you get home, true enough, somebody's already infected it. But you got more germs on there. And when you take it out of your bag and you place that stuff directly in your refrigerator, whatever is on there is going to, that's right, Gucci, wash your ass. But whatever is on their milk carton is gonna once you put it down, immediately it's gonna those little particles are gonna bounce off. So immediately they're gonna get on any drinks, food, products, leftovers, whatever you have. True enough, your stuff may be covered up, but how do you uncover it? You got to put your hands on it and take the top off of the stuff. You being wash your hands. You know what I'm saying? Wash your hands. People always say, wash your hands before you go in my refrigerator. It doesn't make sense to wash your hands before you go in the refrigerator if everything in the refrigerator is already infected. Clean your stuff before you put it in your refrigerator. Wipe your counters off multiple times. Wipe it out before you use it. Wipe it out after you use it. During, keep everything has to stay clean. That's the only way, y'all. That's the only way that we can try. We can't guarantee it, but we can damn near try to guarantee that we keep ourselves clean. Like Sonya says, wipe off your carts, your grocery carts. Wear gloves. If you can avoid it, do not handle cash money. And your kids, please do not let little Ray Ray and little Princess and whoever else, Junior And little mama, do not let them wash their hands on their own. Go in there with them, show them how to do it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if you say, yeah, I showed them how to do it. I don't care. It's grown people out here still messing up. Still messing up. So you think about all these grown people that's been out here not washing their hands. You think these kids don't need a reminder? How many times have y'all had to ask your child before they walked out of the store? Did you before they walked out of the bathroom? Did you wash your hands? Or they come to the table to eat? Did you wash your hands? Wash your hands. Make sure you're teaching your children how to wash their hands. That's why kids spread germs so easily because they don't know. But we as adults, we're responsible for that. We're responsible for them. We are responsible. So make sure we're teaching them, period. Because if we don't show them, it may not be the coronavirus. There are a whole bunch of other things out there that they can contract. So let's not get distracted by the fact that there are other viruses and other diseases and things that affect us, mold and fungus and stuff flying through the air. We still have to protect ourselves from that stuff too. So it don't just begin and end with the coronavirus. We have to make sure that we are doing everything that we need to do to protect ourselves. Wipe down on the inside of your cars. I mean, Gucci, I know it sounds messed up, but I mean, I kind of would too, depending on the situation. And then, come on in here. Let me spray you down real quick. Close your face. Cover your face. Go wash your hands before you cover your face, and then come back. Take it, and then in some cases, a lot of people, tell you to take their shoes off. Take your shoes off so you don't track things through the house. If you have carpet, I can't even talk. If you have carpet, I recommend taking your shoes off at the door for real. I really do, because carpet, it's hard to see some stuff, and stuff gets down in the carpet. With a hardwood floor, it's surface, so you can mop that up, sweep that up. You can see it a little bit. You can feel the griminess of it. But with carpet can grow fungus and mold, and sometimes you can't see it. And yes, I coughed again. No, I ain't got no dang old corona. But anyway, thank you for coming in, Keely. I appreciate it. You be blessed. Now, see, Gucci talking about he gonna use Lysol as cologne. Now, Gucci, when you go around with that doggone Lysol, don't start tripping when people around you start coughing, because Lysol is strong as hell. You gonna strangle every damn body. Right, Mopane, so that's always been Miles' rule. Take them shoes off. Right. Take them off at the door. So, you wanna be mindful. And again, to those of you who have bar soap, that's the soap that you use to wash your hands, especially for your guests. Switch it out because it carries germs. Please be safe. Please be safe. Well, y'all, I love y'all. I want to thank y'all for coming in. I feel a little bit better now that I've said my piece. Um, y'all will be seeing me around. and the live streams acting up. But I love y'all. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. I will be coming live, going live again. Probably, I probably won't go live again. Probably until Tuesday. So y'all, just to give you a heads up, I'll probably start going live every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hopefully, I'll have some, good information with me when I come. If not, just expect me to just, I may cuss y'all out. I may sing y'all a song. I may not. I may bring my mama with me and let her come on here and talk to y'all about some good stuff. But again, I love y'all. Y'all be safe. Um, Keep in touch. Don't forget it's March Madness. So make sure you guys are staying focused, working on your goals. Let's get to it. Corona, she ain't stopping a motherfucking thing over here. We gonna keep it going. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Bye bye.